Good morning, chicks and chickens. Welcome back to Old Man Farm. My name is Sid, as always, back after my little one-day hiatus. And as always, I appreciate everyone being understanding. I was exhausted, and my brain was, it was being real mean and dark. And I just, not trying to bring that into the world. So, took a little day, had a bit of a breakdown about it, and hoping it'd be better now. So, I don't think our, storm continued, right? I think this is only going to count as rain. Oh, hi Magnus. Good morning, Senor Krusty. I bring important news from the Ferngill Republic Ministry of Magic. It would appear a high-ranking council member has expressed interest in developing your arcane potential, which isn't a common occurrence. You don't say. My colleagues have tasked me with teaching you warp magic. Meet me at my tower at your earliest convenience. Yo, yes? Really? Okay. I'm in. Also, looking good. Looking good. I like the autumn hair in the summer. I'm here for it. So, I was also told that, yeah, battery packs can only... Rather... Oh, hey, there was some lightning. I was told that the lightning rods will only collect batteries if you are on your farm. It doesn't matter if it's storming, you have to actually be here. So that kind of sucks. I get why they do it, but I'm also like, come on, man, like, why you gotta do this to me? So we'll probably try and hang out. Whoa, there we go. We're gonna pop up and see Flor because I really, really like Flor. And I'd like to get to see her for her birthday. But beyond that, I think we're going to pretty much pop around the house here. And just try and get all of those batteries. Because that really is a limiting factor for us right now. There we go. So, we should probably head out pretty soon. Because I think generally between 8 and 9 a.m. is a good time to assume people are going to start moving out and about. Now, given that it is a Sunday, I don't know if that'll affect much, but we should be able to go catch up to her. It was mentioned, it was mentioned at one point that there's a mod that can show people's schedules, but again, I don't see myself getting that either. It feels too, like Big Brother-y, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to be able to see where people are all the time. I don't want to see their schedules all the time. I know it's useful. I have this horrible thing in my head, and it's called my brain, and it's mean to me, and it won't let me do stuff, okay? If it is, like, outside, well, hi, Kiwi, if it's, like, outside of, you know, like, lore. Geo, wait for Kiwi. Here. This will help you catch up. Kiwi, like this sheen. Okay. Well, you go do your thing, Kiwi. We're gonna find Flor. So, yeah, but like I said, I have these weird lore restrictions in my head, and I do this with everything. I do it. So, let's see. Where does Flor normally hang out? See, and I say that, and I've gotten used to using it here, but I can't get rid of it. Oh. Wearing a leather jacket. Oh, this is bliss. Oh, Senor Bitter. Hey there. Hello, Anton. You're one of my favorites, I hope you know. This rain's sure getting heavy, huh? Yeah. The hotel's a nice place to take shelter, don't you think? I do, actually. It's quite a nice place we got here. Yeah, well, take it easy, Senor Rubbery. I bet farming's a lot of work, so I hope you enjoy this time to relax. Alright, I'll go back to my nap now. And you should upgrade your fitness facilities, Richard. Some look rusty. Yeah. Ugh. We're actually going to be replacing one or two soon. Philip said it's better safe than sorry, and I definitely agree. Oh no, gotta hide. I won't say anything, Anton. Oh. Hi, guys. Nothing to see here, just us bear statues. Oh, why isn't it Senor Lonely? Here for some quality hotel hospitality. Always. I swear I heard a thud. Must have been the rain. Must have been the wind. Well then, Richard, I guess your fitness facility is safe enough for my grandchildren. Araya needs to learn a bit more grace and discipline. I may as well hire your granddaughter to teach her. I'm a bit hurt that you doubt me in my hotel, madam. Better safe than sorry. I bid my farewell, Richard. Alright then, he just says, okay. If you'll excuse me, Senor Courageous. I love Richard, I really do. Is she gone? She's a real turd, isn't she, Anton? Whew, crisis averted. Anton seems to be avoiding eye contact. Nah, it's nothing. Just some silly stuff, here and there, this and that. Nothing much. Anyway, back to sleep. The hell kind of an interaction was that? Anton is trying to sleep. Why are you hiding from the madam? Yeah, I want to know. The madam, huh? Well, first of all, I think she hates me. She hates everybody. Yeah, long story short, I'm an architect. Well, I guess I used to be. Yeah, those days where I felt like I could take on the world. I had a fiancé, too. Almost married. Yeah, all that fun stuff. It all started when the Amathines hired me. Apparently my brother's wife had recommended me to them, and I also needed the money for my wedding. See, they wanted this big vacation house in the Ruby Islands. I worked day and night giving my all to this project, right? Of course the pressure was on. It's the renowned Amathines. In my mind, I'm doing this to obtain a huge payout and endorsement galore from that rich family. All to secure me and my fiancé's future. This project was to be my masterpiece. Well, let's just say things went sideways. I got careless. I was so excited with what I could earn from all this that I didn't plan things out properly. I didn't realize how the location site wasn't suitable for such a huge building. Oh no. I kept wanting to please the Amathines, not thinking about the basics. I was so over my head. The whole structure couldn't withstand a small earthquake. I could have been responsible if someone had gotten hurt. I was done for. And to top it all off, my fiancé, well, ex-fiancé, left me a few months prior. Ironically, I forgot about the pre-wedding preparations, plans, and all that stuff I was working my butt for. I got so preoccupied with my so-called masterpiece for years, I kept postponing the wedding, blurting out excuses, and ended up basically neglecting the person who I was doing all this for. Well, yeah. After all that, things went downhill. Lost my company, lost my partner, lost my passion too, I guess. And I'm just avoiding the Amathines as much as I can because, well, it's kind of embarrassing, I guess. I don't have any money to stay anywhere else, so I moved back here to my siblings. It's a bummer, though, because the head of the Amathines herself to move here, too. Like the world hates me or something. Well, at least I have a roof over my head at the moment. I'll move out as soon as I get the motivation again. Maybe. For now, maybe I'll just, well, I don't know. I'll just get some shut-eye and ignore the world for now. Hey, Senor Lanky. Thanks for listening. Don't worry about me. I'll figure stuff out eventually. Back to sleeping. Oh man, okay. I have things to say about all of that, but first I gotta remember why the hell I'm here. It was to see Flor, was it not? Yes. And despite my protests, isn't this... Yeah, say she does live here. Damn it. Okay. So... Oh, Jesus, we're gonna have more than one. I want to talk about that Anton one. Oh, hello, Senor Green. Are you in a... Is she in a towel? I'm sorry, I must have fallen asleep. I was reading a fascinating book on... sequelae? I don't know that word. Of specific adolescent adverse events. I probably wandered out here to get something. I was terribly drowsy after my bath. Oh, sorry, I'm fine. I just can't remember. I think I forgot something out here. Not dressed? What are you saying? Of course I'm... Oh... Oh, yo bono. I fell asleep out here last night. Oh, that's not good. Oh, my yo-bo, my yo-bo, my yo... That was mortifying. Oh, yo, what if someone saw me last night? It's a hotel. What are the chances someone didn't? How am I ever gonna look anyone in the face ever again? Does Flor know how loudly she's talking to herself? Breathe, Flor, breathe. Look on the bright side. At least he told me before more people saw me. Senor Rubbery? You can come in. I need to tell you something. Hey, Senor Green, thank you for telling me about my, about the towel. I'm really sorry you had to see that. I know it's hard to believe, but I genuinely didn't notice. I was just so focused on my book, and I've always slept like a log and been disoriented for a while right after I wake up. I'm sorry. I'm disoriented when I wake up, too. I get that. Flora's really embarrassed. Okay, so we can say, it's okay. You were just really tired. I didn't see anything. Be more careful next time, or I didn't mind. You're cute. Okay, that's... Like, we don't know her well enough to say something like that. Like, and be more careful next time is very accusatory. So I'm gonna say, like, hey, you were just tired. It's cool. Really? That's good to know. I'm glad. So, thank you for telling me, Senor Gigantic, and please don't tell anyone else. I know you won't, but I just wanted to ask. I hope you have a good day. Can I just go back to bed now? I hope no one saw me last night. Poor Flor. So yeah, I too am very disoriented when I wake up. It's like my brain doesn't want to shut off the sleep part of itself, you know? Well, I haven't made that mistake since. Oh, wonderful. Well, how about some cheese? You remember my birthday. Thank you. This is great. You're very welcome. So anyway, the Anton thing. Yeah, let's go ahead and head back to the farm so we can make sure we're getting batteries. But the Anton thing. Obviously, we had the encounter with his family before where they talked about how he, was a drunk and lost his architecture firm and all this. But we didn't get the details of, a project, a big project, his masterpiece, had, like, become destroyed. Like an earthquake had destroyed it. Luckily, it sounds like no one was injured in it, but I don't know, I do think there is, I think the idea of the artist that's so invested in their work that they, that everything else falls to the wayside, right? I do feel like that is maybe romanticized a bit too much. Because, yeah, I mean, like, I get it. Like, for someone to have that intense amount of focus on a vision, I suppose in some ways is commendable, but, obviously, I know it's just a game, but as shown here, you know, it can have, well, I mean, devastating effects. And I guess, you know, also, you can have that level of focus on something that is not productive, obviously. I mean, his ended up not being productive, but it could have been had he maybe gone about it a different way. But, you know, I mean, I can say that I have ruined jobs, I have ruined relationships, I have ruined friendships, I have ruined a lot of things by being so focused on cultivating my own security blanket of sadness that, you know, oh, we already been in here, that, yeah, you can get so focused on the thing that's going on in your head, in your world, that you don't pay any attention to anything going on around you, or how what you're doing is affecting those other people, or anything like that. And it can be pretty brutal to then, for lack of a better way of putting it, sort of wake up on the other side of that and realize, you know, what you have put to the wayside, you know, for that. What have you lost or destroyed, or, you know, things like this. It's I don't know, it's I'm not gonna get like all dark and heavy like I tend to sometimes, but it's I can empathize with old Anton, and I think it's, I don't know, again, Concerned Ape didn't even write that character. He is not he's a Ridgeside character, but I know that I tend to, what's the right way to put this? I tend to identify and sympathize with these characters who are, I suppose, in a lot of ways, well, they're very broken and often, I won't say irredeemable, but they do some really heinous stuff to people. And so I think in ways that cutscene at least was well written. And I don't know, I've been, I think I brought this up talking to my boy, but talking about forgiveness and you know, in this case, like, obviously in reference to the game, talking about you know, maybe what's her face, Amathine, Maeve, maybe eventually being able to find forgiveness for Anton. But, you know, I've talked to my boy about it, how again, I'm not going to get too deep on this. I don't want to make anyone, like, you know what I mean? I'm not trying to make anyone down here, but I tell him that I have to believe that people are capable of changing, and I have to believe that you are not defined by your mistakes, because you know, he makes a lot of just little judgments in error, you know, or judgments, excuse me, errors in judgment, Jesus. And some of them, they'll really affect him, and you know, I try to remind him that, like, hey, you're not a single bad action, and you don't have to be the sum of bad actions. And you know, he doesn't necessarily know the extent of, like, the horrible, he doesn't, not even necessarily, he 100% does not know the extent of the terrible things I have done, but he still can understand the idea that, I have to believe that people can become more than the sum of their mistakes, or else, you know, I'm doomed. I also am realizing that I sold that truffle oil, and that is bad. I really hope that we have more so I can keep this storm going. Okay, anyway, this is neither here nor there, but, yeah, that was a very effective, cutscene to me. I really enjoyed that. I thought that was well done. I want to check our weather just to make sure. Clear and sunny. Okay, that's going to be a negatory. Let's get that dealt with. Yes, clouds gather. There we go. We'll keep it raining. So even though it doesn't say storm, clearly it does work. So I appreciate the heads up on that. Oh, excuse me. Speaking of an artist with a singular vision, okay? So I have always wanted to make something. I talked about this. I'm not going to get into Garfield, I promise you. But I kind of briefly touched on it with the Garfield thing. It's like, I love art that becomes just larger than it just becomes something completely entirely different than, you know what I mean? Like, it starts here and ends up somewhere just bonkers besides that. And I have for quite a while, I have been very interested in the idea of making a piece of art that and I say art, but you know what I mean, making something that is made strictly for the sake of making it. For instance, I think I may have said on the channel before that I used to have a Twitter, and all it was every morning I would tweet the song that was in my head. It had no followers. It was not intended for anyone to see it. I did it for the sake of doing it, and the sort of unexpected, or not unexpected, sort of unintended consequence, I guess, would be that I ended up having a really weird playlist. You know, if I compiled them all together, it became a very strange playlist, which was, you know, kind of cool. But I have often wanted to make something that I had an idea based around Minecraft, because Minecraft is so infinitely the same, right? And like, I mean that in the best way, but you could play 100 days spawning in 100 different worlds, and Minecraft is Minecraft, right? So I wanted to make something that was long form, where it was like this, you know, where you put up something every single day. But anyway, this is neither here nor there. That's not what I ended up doing. I ended up going with something like this that was, oh, I shouldn't have picked these like this. Damn it. It's okay. Now they'll just alternate. Yeah, because apparently the Junimos don't come out if it's storming, which I guess does make sense. They're just little guys. But I found a channel, and it is like my new favorite thing on YouTube. It is my current favorite thing on this entire platform. And it is called, oh poop, one second. Okay, sorry, I got so distracted with Anton's business that I legitimately forgot this, but is a channel called stardewdailyyt. And I will be linking it in the card right now, but they are mining one chunk of Minecraft in every video. They're up to like 400 and some videos, right? And they started off doing it in like 12-minute batches, and now for the last, I don't know, week or so, they are, yeah, say hops should go in there. For the last week or so, they are doing them in a minute. So it's a minute to mine out an entire chunk in Minecraft. Now, if you're not familiar with what a chunk is, here's a picture of one, like an artist representation. But it's a 16 by 16 square that extends all the way up and down in a, you know, from the ceiling to the floor in Minecraft, right? And they're just mining it, and then they move on to the chunk next to it, and they just have been doing this like one chunk at a time for 400 some episodes. No commentary, nothing. And I saw the most recent video, and it had only been up for like 3 minutes, and when I clicked it, and I was like, huh. And I was the first comment. For all I know, I'm still the only comment, but I was the first comment for sure. And I said, wow, I wish I would have thought of this. I'm in love with this idea. And yeah, because it's just something that they are putting up that it has no purpose other than just doing a thing. It's this weird, it's like, I don't know, it's a level of focus into something so inconsequential. And I love that. So, yeah, it was just also was interesting that it took place in Minecraft, and that has something that I've been pushing around with my friends recently of like, man, I have this idea for something I'd like to make in Minecraft. I never will, but you know what I mean. So, yeah, I would say go check out their videos and check out the most recent couple, and it'll give you an idea. Maybe look at the very first one, right? And then look at the very most recent one or two, right? It's, but I've just been turning on the playlist of the entire chunk mining thing, and I either turn the sound all the way down or just very, very low down. And I'll just put that on and have that sitting next to my laptop while I'm playing some other game. And, it's fascinating to me. I love it. I love it, and I wish I would have thought of it, man. It's so... And again, when I say it is pointless, I do not mean... I mean, it's art. There doesn't have to be a point. You know what I mean? And to me, it's art. It's like performance art. You know what I mean? It's like the idea of someone just standing naked in Times Square. It's like, what are they doing? I don't know. It's performance art. It's like, it's just a thing that you're doing to get a reaction or not to. It doesn't really matter. It's a thing you're doing. And I don't know. I love that premise for a channel. And yeah, it won't take you long. Well, if you watch the whole thing, it'll take you damn near forever. But if you just check it out real quick, it's pretty interesting. And like I said, I would love to do something like that. And I guess that's sort of what this is. You know what I mean? Like, it's not quite the same, but I do upload, you know, most days. And I suppose it is the same exercise in futility. I kind of just... I just sort of ramble at you guys. So, I don't know. It was, I felt a kindred spirit in the Minecraft, channel, I guess is what I'm getting at. But anyway, I think what I would like to do now, well, it's 11. I'm probably gonna go to bed. Are all these full? No, one more. Let's try and hang out till that last one is done. What's our battery sitch looking like? Do we need 20, I think? Yes, so well, shit, then we have enough. Yeah, we only need 7, we're good. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay, Grover, let's get you back under an awning. And I'm gonna go ahead and get to bed, because, boy, this is gonna be a long video anyway. A lot of talking, a lot of dialogue. That was very good, thought-provoking, I loved it. We got to talk to Flor for her birthday. And no one's birthday tomorrow. And maybe what we should do, we should throw Lenny a party at the, up at the inn, up at the log cabin, yeah? Yeah, let's maybe do that. Okay. Well, you know what? Let me make a note of it. Throw Lenny, damn it, a party. There we go. Okay, well, we'll go ahead and get to bed. It is after midnight in real life, so I'm not getting to bed yet here, but in-game, let's go for it. Anyway, I appreciate you guys hanging out, and listening to my inane nothingness. But anyway, be good to each other. I will talk to you tomorrow. Good night.